please. Do life, make the limit squeeze. Went off for my style and identity. Better bounce back and get the cheddar cheese. This is what the empty me. On track, no. Speed up. Got me on up. I'm messaging you. Straight up. On track, no. Straight up. On track, no. Got his band looking very bonds. Running for the money, but the money's long. I don't love it, but I need to keep it coming on. Only friendly me and friends, we don't get along. I put that on my name, that I put them on. I put myself on stage as they sing along. I might put the session do 100 songs. I'ma let you hear them, do you wrong. On track, now wrong. Speed up. Got my own. Now I'm messaging you. Straight up. On track, now way up. I'm way up. On track, now way up. Way up.
Yo, frickety, yo. What is up, everybody? Let me unmute. What's up, Cal?
What's up, man?
Same old COVID bullshit, pretty much.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. But hello, everyone, on this fine Tuesday night. I want to apologize about last week. As you guys know, man, my wife has some health issues, and we could not get one of her prescriptions just because the backup, the pharmacy didn't have it. And when she didn't have it, she was miserable, and it fucking sucked. I hate to see my wife in pain like that, especially knowing that she doesn't have to be. So that was a rough night. I thought everything was going to be good. And then I called Kelly kind of last minute. It was like, Kelly, I'm sorry, bro. I can't do this. Kelly was like, alrighty, I'm going to go home.
Yeah.
So just so you guys know, shit happens, man. I tried, but I guess we'll do some shout outs real fast. Say hello to people. Mr. Jose Santos, what is up, my man? I don't know if I've seen you in here before, so welcome. Thank you. Miss Jessica Egan, how are you doing, my love? Rookie, what's up, buddy? Randy Laz, Mr. Jeff Pirates, hello, sir. Gary Black, Miss Susie Dunn, how are you, ma'am? Sal Torres, what's up, my man? I haven't seen you in here in a while. Mr. Beaver, what's up, Beav? The Beav. HVACR Heatmaster, what's up, brother? Billy Bill, what's up, man? Gary O'Connor, hello. Roy Adams, what's up, man? I don't know if I've seen you in here before, so welcome. Thank you for coming in here, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, so that's awesome. 2022 watching. Guys, I'm going to leave the number up in there, but there's going to be times in the show where you're going to see where I am going to put up, if I find it, I'm going to put up the call in now. Not right now, but whenever you see this on the screen after this, you guys can call in and we'll talk to some of you guys. We'd love to know how you guys are dealing with the situation now, whether you're a business owner or just a technician, whatever. You know, what is your company doing different through all this bullshit? So I guess real fast, I guess how are things going for you, Cal? I mean, I know because I talked to you, but let them know how it's going.
So I mean, I know I've talked a little bit about this in the past, but just the amount of indecision, like, I feel like I don't know what the right answer is here, to go full steam or to pull back a little bit. The longer this goes on, the more apt I am to lean towards going full steam, as long as we take precautions and do the right things. But, we're like, we've got a couple of nice days here, 80 degrees today, 80 degrees tomorrow. And then the bottom drops out and it's going to be like mid 50s, low 50s. Some of the lows are in the 31, like all next week as of right now does not look good for for even doing maintenance calls. So far total, I've probably had 2 duct cleanings cancel due to this virus thing.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah, probably 2 installs. I'm not so sure that one of them wasn't just, we didn't communicate the value good enough for them. Because, as long as the value gets a step above the price, we know that that's when the decision-making happens and they actually move forward. But they were all going to go for it and everything and just pulled out. We had another job that pulled out because the husband was in fear of getting laid off because of what's happening. And those are between those 2 jobs, it's like $24,000. So
yeah,
that really sucks. And
but that amount of money, I get it though. If you're in fear of being, that's a lot. That's a big chunk of change.
Yeah.
Well, no,
it's finance. So it's like, $80 a month or something. So, but I know it's happening across the country. So some people let us in, some people don't. It just depends on, all we can do is all we can do. So that's kind of where we're at, man. We're going to go ahead and do another voice shot to our existing maintenance customers. Well, we're going to wait till next Monday and then try to schedule it for the following week because the weather's just so crappy next week.
Yeah, we've been kind of the same way. It's been pretty nice here the last couple of days. I'm going to get into what we're doing, but real fast. Hello, Mr. Dave in Halifax, HVAC trucker Rodney. What's up, my man? I don't remember seeing you in here, so welcome. I appreciate you coming. Mr. Gene K, how are you doing, sir? Mr. Gene, I met at AHR, him and his wife, so that was cool.
Awesome.
Let's see, anybody else? Mr.
Jeff
Zeke.
Pirates, thanks for coming, buddy.
Yep. What's up, Mr. Zeke? I'm just missed somebody. I just passed them. Oh, Mr. HVAC vlogger, Ernesto. What's up, buddy? Did I miss somebody else? Yeah, Zach, what's up, brother? And Mr. Beaver still in here. Should we, I don't know. The stuff that we did yesterday, the questions we answered, should we say anything about that or should we?
I think so. Why not?
All right. Well, we'll talk about that in a second. Real fast. As far as my company, I'm actually did a little thing on Zach's podcast with him. I don't know when Zach's going to release that, but it was a tough decision, but we decided we pretty much laid a bunch of people off. We let them temporarily collect unemployment just because I couldn't give these guys hours. And I know that they got mouths to feed and I was just trying to make the best decision for everyone. 3 guys, which is our best guys. We kept on the payroll and we're guaranteeing them 40 hours. We did give a $300 food gift card to every one of our employees. So that was cool. That was actually my boss's, idea. So, yeah. So as of right now, we're staying steady and Kelly knows I've had this whole battle with myself when it comes to maintenance. What we really shut down. We want to do emergency service only. We had some commercial maintenances that were really pushing that they said they really need us. So we went ahead and did them. But we've had some residential people that want to do them. And then they've thanked us so much. I got a video where I went out and did one myself today. And this guy had a capacitor and a hard start where that ooze had came out of it, where it started oozing out. And he was wondering why his electric bills were high. So we found a bad capacitor and a hard start that we replaced. If we wouldn't have went out there when it got hot, that guy would have turned on his AC and it wouldn't have worked. So then in my head, I'm like, well, I guess if customers, we're not going to force this on people. I don't think we're going to do our blast for them like we normally do. But if customers call in wanting it, I'm going to let the guys do it. So we are running a special. It's a $59 either tune-up or diagnostic for all essential workers, whether you're a grocery store, a doctor, whatever, as a thank you to them. And then we're going to give them an additional 15% off. So that seems to be working. We had quite a few people scheduled today because, let's be honest, man, these are tough times that we want to be safe, but at the same time, we still got businesses to run. And this is not easy. This is when your heart, and your brain are kind of, it's at battle. It's at war with itself because you want to do what's right, but you got to be smart. You got to make sure there's a business after this is all said and done. It's hard. So right now, if you are not the owner of your company or the manager of your company, you need to just show some appreciation to your boss or your owner, because this shit sucks, man. It really, really does. It sucks. There's no fucking right answer. You question everything that you do. It's hard.
We've talked about doing exactly what you're talking about, quite possibly in the next couple of weeks. I don't think it would be for long if we had to, lay somebody off. We're trying not to. We're trying to just cut hours, but we have to protect what little cash we have. Like, we just have to protect it because we still got bills to pay. And I know it'll bounce back as soon as all this blows over. And as soon as it gets hot and stays hot, like, people are not going to sit in a hot house. We've all said that. So
no,
now it's just a case of like, surviving through the weather until the weather turns. So
yeah, because once it gets warm, we create that sense of urgency for the customer right now. And I think your climate's pretty much mimicked to here. We don't have that.
Yeah.
It's not really heat weather. It's not really AC. So the customer's like, fuck it, open the window, where they're not, homeowners don't spend money if they don't have to, not on things like this. And everybody's being a little tight and hesitant now, which, to be honest, they should. If you listen to mine and Kelly's last podcast, COVID-19 tips with some ranting, we talk about some of those things for business and personal things that you should be doing to try to make sure that you're smart during this.
Yeah, I get it. Jessica says, I'd rather be laid off than get hours cut. I totally get it. And that's kind of where we're at, that verge where we may just do that instead, because it just makes more sense. And at least they can, earn more money that way, quite possibly. So I get it. Yeah. It's just a hard decision. And believe me, like, we beat ourselves up way more than the individual who is ready to be laid off. Like, every single time, if we ever got to that point and had to do something like that, it's always like, it's such a hard, gut-wrenching decision to do, but yet they're usually, very appreciative that we are doing it. So I suspect that if we have to do it, it'll be met with, with, I don't know what the word is, but they're not going to be angry about it. It'll be met with understanding.
And the reason that we had so many talks we had so many talks between our little trinity of people, as far as what we were going to do. And it was back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And we had done the whole cutting hours. And then it got to the point where we couldn't really cut hours because we didn't have a lot of hours to give. It was more people than hours. And some guys were not working at all. And we were like, and I was like, I told my boss, Mike, I'm like, well, Mike, if we're going to do this, we need to let the people do it now, because I know it's a process to get on unemployment. Yeah. And I want to give them every chance to start the process. I don't want to have them not work for a month, getting no hours, and then say, oh, wait 3 weeks to collect unemployment. So that's why we kind of pushed in and made that decision. My boss did offer guys, he said if they really need it, that he would be willing to loan them money. Mm-hmm. And then whenever we start,
and this is with all intention to bring them back as soon as this is over. Like,
yes, we told everybody,
communicated that, right?
Yes. Yeah. Every one of our people know that they still work here. This is temporary. That we're just dealing with this the best we know how, and we're trying to do what's best for everybody. But every single one of them still works here, as far as I'm concerned.
Yep.
So if they don't come back, that's their decision. It's not our decision.
Right.
But
that's where we're at with the current people that we have. Like, anybody that, if we did have to, if it gets to this in the next week or two, then, you know, it's with full intention to get them back as soon as we go back to work. So this is just crazy, man. You know, here's what I've realized is that, or what I'm seeing is, because we've had a couple of nice days, whether it be 70 degrees or, you know, 72 or 80, like it's nice enough that people start thinking about, oh shit, man, I needed to replace my stuff last year. I'm going to go ahead and call and get some estimates, you know, to look at replacing this. Like that's not been happening like nearly as much as what we normally see it. Normally all it takes is just a couple of good, you know, relatively warm days, and then the phones will start ringing with just random people calling for an estimate. And that's just, we're not seeing that. I don't know about you guys, but we're not seeing it. So
no, we haven't either. And to be honest, I think people are just they're just scared right now. People are hesitant to jump into a decision that if they're not forced to do it, that they're not going to.
Yeah.
But real fast, guys, me and Kelly have an announcement that we want to make, that to be honest, I didn't really know what this was at first, until me and Kelly did some digging. I don't know if you guys listen. It's so what, HVAC News, the ACHR magazine. That's what it is.
ACHR News magazine.
Yeah. We are going to be featured in that magazine. So we were reached out to as one of the people, as well as some other people. Only one of them you guys know, but it's not my place to, you know, even though it's a good thing, I'm not going to put them out there. But you guys all know who it is. Yeah, so we are going to be featured in this magazine. So it's really, really awesome. So when it comes out, we'll let you guys all know, and go get a copy of the ACHR News. And
yeah, if it comes out in print, because they do a print and they do a digital copy, and it just depends on if it makes it to the printed version or not.
Yeah. The editor that reached out to us said she doesn't know what is going to happen. She doesn't know yet. So,
yeah,
but I did let some buddies know. We were able to give shout outs, and we gave a shout out to our buddy Tersh Blissett from the Service Business Mastery podcast. And then we also shouted out my buddy Zach from HVAC Shop Talk. So wanted to show some love to some friends of ours. But yeah, we thought that was cool, man. We just, you know, the recognition and stuff that we, you know, we're getting is because of you guys. You know what I mean? So that's why we wanted to say that. These people for these magazines wouldn't be emailing us and stuff like that if it wasn't for all you guys supporting us. And that's might sound, you know, gay, but it's the truth, you know? I mean, it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
If it was just me and you talking to nobody every Monday on a podcast, then nobody would really give a shit. So
yeah.
Yeah. So hold on, I'll just do this one. It's easier to get to. Where'd it go? There it is. Woo! Yeah.
Nice, Zeke. Nice. I haven't seen anything for mine, but we got it. I mean, we put the application in Friday, but then the bank required a bunch of extra information, like to know exactly how we're going to be paying that back. It was like a spreadsheet, and that's, you know, I mean, I know some of my numbers, but I don't know them that's a bunch of information that has to be pulled from QuickBooks, and that's just not my gig. So I waited for my bookkeeper to come in on Monday, and we got that done. So
get it done, Kelly. Jesus.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Hey, real fast, man. If you guys have not already done so, go ahead and give this video a like. Like it. If you're not already subscribed, subscribe. All right. If you're not already subscribed to Kelly's channel, HVAC Millionaire, what the fuck are you waiting for? Go do that. All right. I guess real fast, if any of you some bitches want to call in.
I'm watching the chat. I'm watching the chat, Gary.
You're welcome, Zach. It's, you know, like I always say, a lot of people don't know, man, but when we first started this thing out, I didn't know a lot. And I always told Zach, and Zach knows this, I've said it a million times, but I always had nothing but respect for Zach. And then especially the fact that he would always answer my questions when I was like, how do you do this? How do you do that? And he could have very easily, you know, since I was technically going to be competition, told me to go fuck off. And he never did. You know, he always answered my question, was always there. So I figure that's the least I could do. Young HVAC, what's up, my man? That's another good channel, man. If you guys have not checked out Young HVAC, man, he does some good. He's got a good channel over there, man. Go check him out if you guys like watching in the field videos. I found him not too long ago, and he's a good dude, man. He's got a good channel there. What is up, Alex? Call in now. Yeah, man. If you guys want to call in, make sure the fucking phone's on. Oh, we got somebody calling in. Let's see who this is. Let me make sure the phone is connected. Hold on. Hold on a second. I got to make sure the phone's connected. For some reason, it's not. Son of a bitch. Yes. Hold on 1 second, caller. I am ill prepared for you. As always. What's going on with this thing? Why is it not?
Just to talk, I guess, Gary. I don't know.
Yeah, you can talk about anything you want.
Yeah. Are you giving away veto bags?
If we get over 100 people. Hold on, we got somebody else calling in, but I already got somebody on the line. So let me. Roadcaster Pro. All right, caller, are you there?
Yeah, hi.
What's up? Who are we speaking with?
Oh, a long time listener. I have a long commute, so I've listened to everything. You know, like all your videos at least 2 or 3 times in the car on the podcast. So
nice. That's
man.
awesome, man. What is your name?
For the support.
Sergio.
Sergio. That's awesome, man. Thank you very much. We definitely appreciate that support, man. All right, callers, we're talking to somebody. You guys fucking hold on a second. Jesus. That's who you said you're North Carolina?
Yeah, North Carolina.
What side of the trade you're in? You residential, commercial? What kind of work do you do?
I've been giving chillers a shot for about 3 years, and I gave up and went back to residential.
Oh, hey, man. I used to do some chillers, man. They can be tough, and hey, we're all needed in different aspects of the trade, so it doesn't matter. How are you guys doing with all this COVID stuff? How is your company? What kind of things are they doing to try to get past this?
No, everyone's acting like nothing's happening. Like nothing has changed. There's I work for Johnson Controls. Everyone there in the office, right? You know, I call the guys, and no one's wearing masks or gloves or anything. The same thing with the office I'm at now, which is a residential company. It's a bigger one.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, everyone's acting like nothing's going on. I actually working on chillers. I have some experience with using respirators. It's just some of the refrigerants we deal with are, carcinogenic and can affect your nervous system and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So just to anyone who's going from house to house, I would recommend if you can use a 3M or any of the Honeywell or any of the filters out there that's fitted to your face, to use a P100 filter, because that's going to make sure that you don't absorb the virus. And if you can't find a full face respirator where it covers your eyes, you can just find a half face. You need to get a visor, so no one talks and they get anything in your eyes.
Yeah.
That's just my recommendation for everyone out there working.
No, and you're right, man. We actually have, what I'm making all my guys do is we wear gloves, we have masks, and I bought everybody, which I already had them. They look like glasses, but they're safety glasses. They're actually pretty cool. They're actually pretty good looking, but they're just clear. So I want everybody wearing those glasses, the mask, the gloves, and then also booties. Plus I give them Lysol and Lysol wipes. So so your company is not providing any of that for you?
No, man. I just have it left over from when I worked at Johnson.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Are you still running calls full time?
Running calls. Yeah, it's all residential. It's a new construction company, and I'm working on the warranty side. But
gotcha.
Oh, so you're actually dealing with homeowners. So new construction, if you're like so the other stuff, I guess I get it, because you're not really dealing with people, but you're dealing with people.
No, I'm in the warranty side. So, I mean, I'm going in and out of houses. I live with my dad. He's in his 50s, and my BMI is over 40. So, I mean, we're both kind of at risk. So, just change my clothes in the garage before I go inside and stuff like that. I mean, that's just a little safety tip, just because, I mean, I've, taken OSHA classes and stuff like that. So, it's hard to kind of look on the internet and find, for whatever reason, what you're supposed to do. So, with the size of the virus, the P100 half face fitted respirator or full face fitted respirator will keep you safe from this kind of thing.
Yeah, well, I think now is just trying to get them though, because me and Kelly were talking.
That's the other thing. On eBay, you can find them for like $200. They usually cost like $14 or $20.
Bastards.
AliExpress is where you can buy them from China. I know that might sound weird, but also Wish is those are websites where you can buy them from China where they're still kind of normally priced. The shipping's long, and it's kind of a mixed bag if you're going to get what you order. But I bought some for my family, and I had a little bit of luck getting stuff from them, but not a lot of luck. Actually, a little bit of trial and error with that. Yeah, that's just some safety stuff. But I've wanted to talk to you guys for a long time. I really want to start my own business, and awesome. I was just wondering and the thing is, I got some buddies who are into it too. And I'm just feeling like there's three of us who talk about it all the time. One of us is like, come on, man, we're just about there. All of us just about got our savings in order. Let's pull the trigger. And then me and my friend are like, man, we need to see what the economy is going to do. So just as business owners, I wasn't doing this back in 2009 when the economy crashed last time. What was it like for residents? Because we want to do a residential,
yeah,
kind of thing where we're like 1 hour, like commission paid technicians trying to, high profit margins, stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, to me, the biggest people that took the hit back in that crash was new construction companies. To me, the service side of our company really didn't hurt that bad, because just like now, if the weather is where it needs to be and the urgency's there, customers are going to pay the money. So you're going to have work. But I know guys that had so much work in new construction that when the housing market halted, they had to close their doors. So I definitely, if you're doing it now, I would definitely try to build up your service side of your company, which then that will lead to installs and generate the kind of money you want. If you eventually do some new construction, that's fine, but I wouldn't do it right now.
I hear you. Well, yeah, my friends I have who be doing residential service, and trying to get installs, and stuff like that. But I guess kind of just as business owners, right? Like looking into marketing. In the area I work, it's kind of just, you put $50 and you put $100 in, you can get a call. You know what I mean? Just, it's like kind of, you put money in and then calls get spit out. It kind of slowed down a little bit this winter from kind of we kind of experiment a little bit with Home Advisor and stuff like that and Thumbtack. I was just wondering how you guys are doing as far as just the marketing, where you're just kind of paying per lead, how that's going, because we don't really have a big customer base or anything like that. We'd be depending pretty much on marketing to get us those customers.
I guess I'll let you go.
If that slowed
down. First and foremost, I mean, we could talk for hours on this, but the quick answer would be Google local services, Google guaranteed. Those leads are cheap. They're only like 20, 25, but depending on your area, they're like $25 a person, but you got to they're going to do a background test, a background check. So as long as you've kept out of trouble, you won't have any problems when you open your business. Google my business, a GMB, you got to set that up. If you can have somebody set it up if you want, otherwise, you can Google GTS, Google that shit. That's what my coach taught me, GTS, and figure out how to do it. Definitely a website right away. And you could build your own website if you wanted to.
Yeah. Real fast. I was going to say, if you email me, Sergio, at email at HVAC Uncensored at gmail.com. we have a quick start guide. The podcast we had with Ashley Paragoy, she actually made us a branded like kickstart kit for marketing for people trying to start their own company. So we can send that to you, or
Really?
or if you're in our Facebook group, if you go on the side to where it says like, what does it say, documentation or
Files or something.
files or something, if you click on that, it's in there too. But if you're not in the Facebook group, just email us and I'll email it to you. It's on my desktop. I looked over and was like, oh yeah, what about that? But yeah, another thing, man, if you ever want to talk to me and Kelly, like, we can set up a Zoom call or something like that time. And
that would be best. Yeah.
Yeah. So we can actually take our time and talk to you, and we can be more than happy to answer any questions. And we can even get some other people on there, man. And you guys can just, you can kind of shoot.
That sounds awesome. That sounds awesome. Heck yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, thank you guys. It's really cool being able to talk to you guys and get, ask some of these questions. And I'd love to do that. So I'll definitely email you guys. I guess be looking for something from Sergio then.
Absolutely.
Yep, that'll work, man.
One thing that I'll tell you real quick, Sergio, is I started my business in 2008. So, but this is like,
oh, really? That must have been scary.
Well, it really wasn't. I mean, I was hungry.
Really?
So I just went out. I went out and got it. And I was the cheapest guy on the block. And so I wasn't making any money, but I wasn't making any money, but I quickly built a customer base, and then I could slowly start raising my rates. But and I wouldn't do it that way again. I would do it a little bit differently. But what I'm saying is a lot of businesses are built during economic crisis or economic downturn. So I think after this is over, would probably be a great time to start a business, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I actually agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there'll be a lot of.
Hey, yeah, I mean, I feel like we might be 12 months out from, or 6 or 12 months out from starting real strong anyway.
Sure.
So yeah, I mean, I took a look at your guys' website, HVAC, what's it called? HVAC Millionaire, right? Service ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've just been wanting to set up, so I'll do that, and I'll be awesome. Be able to keep in touch with you guys, man. Thanks a lot.
No, you're welcome, buddy. Yeah, we appreciate you showing us support, man. Definitely. So if we can help in any way, just reach out to us. You can call or text this number. Probably email is going to be the fastest way because me and Kelly both check that email constantly.
Cool beans. All right, thanks.
Thanks, Sergio.
You're welcome, buddy. Have a good night, man.
All right.
Oops, sorry, I hung up kind of fast. Whoops. Sorry, Sergio. Go ahead, man. If someone else wants to call in, go ahead. So once I answer the call, I'm going to turn the call now thing off. So whoever that 818 number that was calling in, go ahead and call back. We are here to take your calls here on the HVAC Uncensored podcast live stream, answering your questions about HVAC and fixing refrigerators and such. Let's see some of these people in here. What are you guys saying? Say some people. Let's see some people.
That goes without saying, HVAC grandpa. Starting a company is going to be a hard start. Yeah. Unless you got, $300,000 and a lot of knowledge in between your ears, then
and a 4-leaf clover up your ass.
Exactly. Then it's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough, long road.
Yeah. Let me, HVAC North. What's up, Joe? HVAC Grandpa. HVAC Residential Basics. What is up? What is up? Some people, if I missed, I'm pretty sure I said what's up to Alexander, but if I didn't, what's up, my friend? Mr. Craig, how are you, sir? I think that is everybody. Trying to answer see some of these things. Blah, 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 blah. We only Susie, I can send you. Mike too far away. Blah, 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 blah. Okie dokie. Mm-hmm. The big boys will survive. Yeah, will survive,
They will, but I'll bet they're still, they're still sweating bullets right now.
Yeah. What's up, American Temperature Control? Kanga, I saw you too, man. What's up, Kanga? Yeah. Especially, if they're industry leaders, they're definitely gonna be around.
Yeah, they'll make it. They may have to lay a bunch of people off before it's all said and done, because we don't even know. We have no idea how long this is going to last. I mean, the weather is going to definitely change things, like we've been saying, but as far as like it's all it's all the news. It depends on what the news reports.
Yeah, that's why you don't watch it.
Exactly.
Well, Zach's in here. Zach, you just started up your company. I mean, and I know you're not like, at least I didn't think that you're going like full fledged with it. But I mean, how are you doing? Why don't you call in, Zach, if you can?
That news, you got to hit it and quit it.
Yeah, I know.
Definitely. Hit it and quit it. Get in there, find out some information, get the fuck out, and don't stay in there. It ain't worth it. It's just gonna make you scared, fearful, and anxious. And when that happens, your immune system's suppressed and you're more likely to get ill from something. So you're better off not feeding your mind with that.
And they say that I was reading the thing yesterday and I wanted to turn it off, but I kept fucking watching it. Where you can actually get the coronavirus twice. It's not like something you can get and then you're done with it. Like you can get it multiple times.
Wow.
So that's crazy.
I didn't need to know that.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, if any of you guys want to call in, man, call in. I'll leave it up there. Me and Kelly will just, I guess, keep going. I thought somebody would have called in because since there were some other numbers coming through. So for all you that called and didn't get through, you're more than welcome to call right now. Just what I'll do is when somebody calls, I'll take the call now thing down. Yeah, all this stuff is nuts, man. And like me and Kelly said on the podcast, you should also like be smart with your personal finances. All right. Don't, I'm not saying you got to act like you don't have anything. Obviously, I don't know your finances, but I would definitely put go back to the whole needs thing and put the wants away. Hold on. He said, I can't call. I am just going in slow since I don't need to work technically. No advertising, just letting it unfold slowly. Not really
a typical business plan.
Yeah, see, that's what I figured it was. So I was wondering how it was working out for you. No one cares about the AC in an empty house, Craigie. Yeah, I bet it was. So Zach started his company the first time, the same time you did. Or 2009. You said what, 2008? Zach?
2008, yeah.
Yeah, he said 2009. So easy on the panic, guys. I guess that's saying guys, not buys. Easy. Oh no, he actually is saying that. Easy on the panic buys. No, you're actually right, Dave.
Save your money, yes.
Yeah, people just buying stupid stuff. Don't be out there buying dumb stuff. I don't know if you guys saw my Facebook post I did earlier, but I don't let anybody leave my house. I got my fucking house on lockdown. So my wife needed some stuff for the grocery store. She made me a list because if I don't have a list, I go in and buy everything. So I went in there.
Somehow that just does not surprise me.
So I'm like, of course we need 15 pounds of chocolate pudding.
It was on sale.
Yeah, it's 10 for 10. Fucking giant, get you every time. But I go in there, man. I'm going on the list. I got my pen, and I'm sitting there. All right, bread. All right, got it. I go over that list, man. I triple check that motherfucker, man. Come home. My wife's like, she's like, oh, baby, you forgot something. I'm like, bullshit. I'm like, I know that I got everything. And she's like, oh, yeah, I forgot to put milk on there. I was like, of course you did. Of course. I'm like, I'll go back out. And then she's like, well, don't forget, we need whole milk and 2% because the girls won't drink 2% milk. I'm like, yeah, honey, you got it. I'm going to go back out and breathe me some more of this coronavirus air and get some milk. Ugh. So it is what it is. Stop buying toilet paper, hoarders. Tell them, HVAC grandpa.
Yeah.
I know one thing, man, because now paper towels, you can't find them. And if people are out there flushing paper towels, which I think some people are, you're a bunch of fucking morons. I told you about the people I heard in line that one day when the lady was telling, they were like, oh, she was like, take toilet paper rolls. The paper towel rolls and just cut them in half. I was like, no, don't do that. Like, no. I almost wished I owned a plumbing side. Well, you have a plumbing side. So,
Yeah, but the problem is we haven't been able to do much because
that's right.
is he our master plumber had his baby like 24 weeks early, like way early. So,
Yeah.
I mean, way early. And it's been like, he's doing better now, but they thought he had like an infection or something. Cause there was, I don't know, they're checking like blood gas levels and stuff. And he's still hanging in there, and hopefully he gets through it. It's a little boy. Hopefully he gets through it. So
Yeah.
he's been, having to go to the hospital whenever necessary. And he was stuck at the hospital for like 2 weeks when they went in because his wife was having complications. And that was like, it's on lockdown. So anyhow, like not a good time to have to go to the hospital for anything.
No, like we talked about in the podcast too. I feel sorry for people that are having babies right now, just because it's so hectic. You're scared for your wife and your child, or yourself if you're the woman. People can't come see. Like that's a moment that's like you always remember the day your children were born. And the fact that like your parents can't be there. There's some people where the fucking husband can't be there. It's crazy, man. I really, really do feel for people. But come on, call in, guys. I want to, ladies, guys, and gals. I want to hear how you guys are dealing with everything, how you guys are going. So let's check in. Call. Come on. Don't be afraid. If you guys, I don't know if you sound like fucking Kermit the Frog or whatever. It's fine. It's got some new names. Glenn Asher.
Yeah, he's still pulling overtime every week in East Tennessee.
That's awesome, my man. I don't remember seeing your name, so thank you for coming in here, man. We appreciate you.
Kanga's been busier now than before. I got time. Let's do a bathroom remodel for the in-laws, replumb a house for brother-in-law. Yeah, I get it. Now you're doing those honeydews and favors for relatives. So
it sucked, man, because I was hoping to be in a new house right now so I could do any like things I had to do before summer hit.
Yeah, now it'd be a great time. Yeah,
exactly. Like, so I was gonna like, remodel and set up the new studio, and not happening. So it is what it is. I deal with it by not wearing pants anymore. All shorts all day. Bill. Sharky 55. I know you've been here before, man, but what's up, brother? Welcome. I couldn't imagine having a baby right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
There, man.
Especially, having complications in a premature baby where it's got, the baby's going to be in the hospital for the next 2 months, probably.
Oh yeah.
Or more, longer. So, they're like taking turns and going back and forth. So at least they're able to do that. But yeah, it's not been fun.
Yeah, some more new people. James Edwards, man, welcome. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. Loving the drive time in Chicago. Yeah, I know. I hear you, man. Here on our beltway, it's like fucking NASCAR. Everybody's racing. Like I said, I would have won today if you don't count the 2 cars that went running around me. Roy Adams says, I started my LLC. What do you guys think about Home Advisor? I don't know, man. I guess it's another thing that depends on your location. Here, we've tried to use it several times. It's been a while since we've used it at the company I'm at. When I left for a little bit and went into business with those guys that I've said the story a million times, we used it and it was atrocious. It was just like, we never had good luck with it. Like we'd call and the people are like, oh yeah, we already scheduled something like 2 days ago. Like what? Like it just came through and we called you. Like, how did you already schedule something?
That happens. It's because it's like they're rehashing existing leads that they already have that were already taken care of. So, and you can say, and I even did a video, guys, trust me. Like I did a video on the crap I was going through with Home Advisor, and like, it gives you their email, and you try to email them back, and it flat out comes back as an invalid email, like it doesn't even exist. And this is supposedly the email that the customer typed in. Well, you take the good with the bad with Home Advisor. But one thing that I've learned is to up my I up my my weekly balance. So mine's like 10 grand, like 10 grand a week. Well, they couldn't possibly spend 10 grand of my money a week. Like there's not enough leads to go around. But having that that budget set that high allows you to be on the list more often when somebody needs your services in the area. And yes, you're going to get some bullshit, junk leads, but you're also going to get some real people who do need something. And I only turn on service. I do not turn on install, because those leads are 50, 60 bucks a piece, where service is like 18 to 30 bucks a piece. And that's the way I've worked it. And it's worked for me. Like there's been months where I may have spent $2,000 and made 20, but there's also been months where I spent 1,500 and made 1,900, or, so it's not always that great, but sometimes the getting's good. So.
Oh, so you are still using it now?
I still use it. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
They have not been sending a bunch of leads my way recently, just because I don't think people are searching for it. It's been weird weather and mild weather, but as soon as the weather heats up, we'll start getting more of them again.
But you can turn it off right now to where they're not, and then when you turn it off, it's not affecting your budget though, right? When you turn it off?
Yeah, when you turn it off, they stop spending your money. So
yeah, that's what I thought.
So that's the thing, is you can jump back and forth until you figure it out, and if you like it or not, you can always try it. It doesn't cost that much to try it.
Yeah, I do agree with what Zach said. I think Home Advisor was better long ago. Like when they first popped out, I think as times went, they've gotten worse, to be honest. HVAC residential basics. What's up, Mr. Steve? I didn't even realize that was you at first until I saw the picture. I had a good talk, Mr. Steve. Me and him might try to work something out, and so he can try to get his own show going. He's trying to just work on some of the basics with people, some residential basics.
Sure.
There's a lot of learning channels, but a lot of the ones that are just strictly technical learning, a lot of them are not residential now. It's people doing residential calls, but not necessarily teaching. Well, I can't say that. The more I thought about that after we talked, Mr. Steve, there is a few channels that are out there.
I was going to do a video on run caps, just because every season, any of your young guys that have only been with you a couple years, or they're new, it's always like, okay, I need a 30 plus a 10. I've got a 30 and a 10, but I don't have the dual capacitor. How do I do this? And you'll get phone calls for that. So I was just going to do a video for YouTube,
Yeah. What up, Adam? Yeah. There's some, I was going to say, you can build a YouTube channel, change the capacitors every video. Cause we know John has. Well, that's what I was going to say. We know people have done that, but hey, I ain't knocking them. So I don't have 100,000 videos of that.
Well, I don't spend 10 grand a week, Roy. I just put that as my budget. You will not spend that much, trust me. But you just bump the budget up high. It makes you come up more in the search, because they're trying to spend it, but it hasn't even came close. I'm talking my regular bill. What I spend a month is anywhere from $500 to $1,700 a month. And if I spent $1,700, well, I got a hell of a lot more leads for that. And I probably made a lot more money from that. But you got to be good on the phones the best you can. And then you got to be good at converting when you get out on the calls to make, anytime you spend any advertising dollars, you've got to have those two things down, like book the call and then go convert it and make money.
Yeah. So you're answering his question when he said, I can't afford 10 grand a week.
Yeah. I'm not spending 10 grand a week. I'm not spending 10 grand over the maybe over 10 grand over the course of a whole year.
Yeah.
But my budget's still set at 10 grand a week.
Yeah. So so like Kelly said, it doesn't mean that you're going to spend that.
No.
Yeah. Adam. Yeah, man. I just took some of the last ones off of there, man. Sorry, buddy. Nothing personal about the wrench, man. I had too many. I gave too many away. And the last like 4 that I did, I just unclicked those people. So I still love you, buddy. Oh,
you're the one who turns on the wrench.
Yeah.
You control that.
Yeah. I control everything. I am fucking baby Jesus.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because I give them to a bunch of people, and then I realized, I guess most of the time they're not all here at once. And the last time, if it wasn't for frickin' wrenches, nobody would have been in here. So I just took some of them off just because we don't need that many. Yeah, Miss Susie, all of our friends down in your neck of the woods in Texas are still booming. Like they're not feeling anything. I mean, they are business as usual as far as revenue wise. I don't mean business as usual, like they're still taking precautions. I just mean like revenue wise, they're still fucking killing it.
Yeah, people are still seem to be buying, and I need to call Texas. I'll call him tomorrow. I've tried to connect with him several times, and he's always busy. His phone will get or he'll have a call that he's got to take, or I got a call that I got to take. So we've had a rough time connecting over the past 2 or 3 weeks. So
I actually called him not long ago just because I'd said, and I think he was busy. I think he actually answered the phone, but I don't think he did on purpose because he didn't answer. Mr. Steve. Yeah. When there is a run on a 35 plus 5, you do know what you got to do.
You do what you got to do.
Oh, you do what you got to do. I was like, yes. But that's definitely a good video. A lot of guys don't know that. Still busy in Florida. Yeah, I bet, Jessica. I mean, that's what I'm saying. All the places like that, like people that we know in California, anywhere where it is warm already seems to be like people are still doing good. And that's what I mean by once you get the warm weather and you have that sense of urgency into the customers, I think we're going to be fine. I really do. It's just in your geographical location, getting to that point. Here we don't have it. And I know Kelly's the same way. We're not AC. We're not heat. We're stuck in we're stuck in the friend zone, can't grab her kit, nothing. Jesus. Like, just, let me touch it. Yeah. So I think once it gets hot here, I think we'll be fine.
Yeah,
Still need
absolutely.
to take all the precautions, but I think we'll be good. And I'm going to get my ass back out in the field, like on the regular, because I'm trying to boost up that revenue. So I'm going to get out there hot and heavy and start rolling. I'm going to try to somehow pull off my best year in sales this year.
Yeah. So
2.8 million is the best that I've ever done in the year. And let's just say I'm not fucking close to that right now. So I'm going to try to see if I can beat it. Thanks, Zach. Have a good night, buddy. I'll talk to you later in the week, my man. Let's see.
Yeah, we got 81 for tomorrow, and then it's 59 with a low of 35. So it won't hit 59 till like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and then it'll start getting cold again.
Yeah.
And it's like, mid 50s, mid 40s. It's just not good for AC weather.
Yeah. Adam says, my question is, I wonder if the economy goes to shit, people won't be able to afford AC. Yes, they will.
Financing.
Yeah. Financing. And if the same back in the housing market, when the economy crashed, people were still financing shit. They were racking those credit cards up. Like blah, blah. Oh, Zach's not leaving.
He's just saying Vita. Jeff, his nickname is D's Nuts.
Oh.
He chose it.
D's Nuts. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a problem, Adam. I really don't, man. People are not going to sit in their house and sweat. They're not going to sit in their house and freeze. So they will do what they have to do. So I still think they're going to spend money. Maybe you're not going to get some of these add-on sales you would normally get, which you can still get those. I mean, now you can finance everything. I know before it used to be like just finance installs. Then it was only, you know, had to be repairs above a certain amount. I mean, now we finance anything. So
Yeah, he says you can't get approved for financing if you're not working. That's true. And they keep extending like how long people have to be off and these companies have to be shut down. So there are a lot of, I mean, unemployment is like, I think it was like, what is it? Like 20% of the nation or more is unemployed right now. It's
yeah,
insane.
something like that. Although though, if someone collects unemployment, that is technically earned income. I have had a person get approved off of unemployment. Granted, it wasn't a big loan, but that wasn't your original question, Adam. You said if the economy was doing bad, not if people weren't working. So, but no, you're right. If people aren't working, then that could be. But still, people will find a way. Their mama's working, their daddy's working. You know, people are, like I said, they're not going to not have AC and those things. They'll find a way to get it done.
Yeah.
You know, you can't tell me you guys have never been in a house and you've went through every one of the fucking house social security number, you know, when they're like, can we do it again? Mama, what's your social security number again?
Yeah.
You know, and we start trying everybody in the house until somebody's like, you're approved. Like, oh, here you go. You can get the shittiest furnace I offer, you know. It would be good now in the commercial. What?
Now the retails and restaurants are all closed.
Yeah, Zeke's right. We are kind of lucky here. A lot of government jobs in our area, you know, because we have that big army base here. NSA is here. So there is a lot of government jobs, even though some of the government jobs are laying off too. I got a buddy of mine who does intelligence stuff, but he does like cyber intelligence, you know, where guys are doing missions and he's the one like 30 feet to your right, you know, like that kind of shit.
Yeah. That'd be intense, man.
Yeah. But he had got like, it was weird. He got laid off from a division and then he went to like another division. And it's funny because, I mean, obviously nobody knows what I'm talking about, but he said he works in these buildings. They look like regular buildings. And you walk in and like fucking retina scan and you go through and like, it's crazy. And I'm like, he's like, you drive by these buildings, they got no signs and you think it's some like t-shirt company. And really you have no idea what's going on there. Some guy's like flying a drone fucking halfway across the world. I'm like, that's nuts, man. Have a good night, Nate. I'm sorry, I didn't even see you earlier, Nate. What's up, buddy? Yeah, restaurants are still open here too. I forget. I didn't think about that.
For carry out, yeah.
Yeah. What's up, old time heating? How you doing, my man? But then again, I mean, and one thing is support your local businesses, man. Them local restaurants, try to support them if you can. And I know some people are kind of nervous about eating out right now because you don't see somebody making your food. You don't know if they accidentally, you know, by accident. But we are supporting our local businesses. And another thing is, if you go to a business and you see them fucking price gouging something, remember that shit when this is all said and done. Okay? You don't give those motherfuckers your money anymore. Because there's a few stores by me that I've seen price gouging on stuff. And I'm not talking about when you go into like 7-Eleven and buy peanut butter or something. We all know that those kind of convenience stores are more expensive. I mean, like, prime example, there's a liquor store that I know that I don't really go into liquor stores, but I went in and I was going to buy a big thing of grain alcohol to make hand sanitizer, which I know those big bottles of that cheap shit are like, it's like $5. And I told Kelly this, they're selling it for like fucking $30. That's fucking atrocious. So if you see some companies do that, and the reason I know they're doing it, because I went to another liquor store like 3 miles down the road, fucking $6. So I know it's not like, because at first, my wife was like, well, you know, maybe they're paying more, maybe the demand because of it. And I'm like, well, you could be right. And when I walked in the store and it was like $5.99, I was like, nah, fucking assholes, you know. I'm like, no. So yeah, and I'm gonna remember that. So, granted, I don't go to a liquor store that much, but when I do, I know I saw the time. I didn't set the timer.
Well, we just were looking at cameras the other night on Amazon, you and I, and because before we recorded or whatever the podcast, and even like Logitech, the great big manufacturer of cameras and all a bunch of digital stuff, like those cameras, I think the ones that you purchased like for $100 or something. Now they're like 200.
Yeah,
So, and I'm
great.
sure it's because they're selling like crazy because everybody's working from home, and now all of a sudden they need cameras for their computer if they got a desktop that didn't come with a camera like mine.
Yeah, and the one that I use, the Logitech Brio, is like $200, and that one's selling for like $250. But the affordable ones, they're jacking up. And the thing is, there's, 3 months ago, you could have got those for probably $25 on Facebook Marketplace. I actually have two of them on there. I put on there for $50, and I felt bad asking for $50. So I'll just send you one of those, Kelly.
Yeah.
Oh God, my brother's in here. It burns when I pee.
That's your brother.
Yeah, Jason P. Sent it. There you go. Some Boone's Farm. I can make that. It doesn't surprise me that it burns when you pee, bro. Honestly. Stick that thing in anything. I found an online doc, Jason R.
No, I don't know if you're talking about my cooking, but yeah, I'm not a cook, so
Yeah.
But there's ways like there's a gal that we bought masks from. I don't know if you saw my video where I was talking about that, but there's a gal that is making masks. Oh, here they are. She's selling them for $3 a piece.
They're nice.
Yeah, they work just fine. And they're just, I know they're not what Sergio was telling us. Like they're not the T100s or whatever for the super masks, but
Rookie, you can leave that on there, dude. That's my brother. He said I got the corona, and Rookie took him out, like deleted his comment. It's cool, man. That's my brother. He's gonna say dumb shit. It's okay. I allow it. No, Adam, that's what I would do too. And to be honest, I'm gonna use my Sony camera, and I have a capture card. I have an Elgato. I'm gonna hook that up. I haven't had time to do it, but that's what I'm gonna start using. Jason, put a mask on that chat, please, Miss Susie. I'll find you, Rookie. My wife wants a mask that you put coffee filters in.
Yeah, you could probably do that with these cloth masks too. Just line it.
Yeah. He said he paid.
Yeah, there Zeke said put a MERV 16 filter in it, cut it to fit.
Yeah. Said he put a 115 for your Logitech Pro. I'm trying to think of what's the number though, Mr. Steve?
Yeah, because there's different
yeah. 920, 920C, the Brio, the what? 3.
There's like a 720, I think, too, and like a 320.
Yeah, there's different numbers. Well, for most electronics and appliances. Yeah. There's a 90-year-old lady in my hometown that is making them and only selling them to people in this town. She makes 10 of them a day. I used old boxer shorts and rubber bands as a face mask. Smelling them balls all day, huh? I was wondering for people that have the one mask, for people that got that doo-doo breath, fucking wondering like, man, no wonder I had social distancing before this. Everybody was like 6 feet away because my breath smelled like my asshole. Yeah. Adam just likes to smell them. I love that smell of, sweaty day balls. All right, well, it's getting about that time.
It is.
Mask Out vacuum bags. Use my wife undies.
Make mask out of.
I was
vacuum
going to
bags.
use my wife's undies, but they weren't big enough. You hear that? She said, really? Paul Musk in the afternoon. That's fun. Oh, my God. If Craig sends me a picture of wearing your underwear on his head, Jessica, I'm going to lose my shit. If I look at the podcast phone and he's got them wrapped up over his nose, like, coming down like a string. You're on the couch tonight, asshole. Oh, he didn't say anything bad. He said he was going to use his wife's undies, but they weren't big enough. He was meaning that you were a small woman. Why is he got to be?
It's a good thing.
Yeah. Why has he got to be on the couch? Come on, man. Oh, we have a call coming in now. You wait till we're gonna fucking end the show and now you're gonna call in. All right. Hold on.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Hello. Who are we speaking with?
The infamous rookie.
I figured that was you. You wait till we're getting ready to end the show and then you call in, you son of a bitch.
Well, I was the one trying to call before, but I didn't want to interrupt Sergio. But I wanted to say one thing really quick about price gouging. Even Walmart's doing it. My daughter wanted to get a Switch, and they sell for $299. Walmart's selling them for nearly $600 now.
For what? A Switch, like the
Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, the Nintendo Switch.
That is
Jiminy.
Well, it's funny you said that. The Walmart by me now, they're only letting in so many people, and you can only buy like food items. Because you got people in there like just shopping like normal, like trying on shirts and shit. Like bitch, no, it's not time to buy a TV. It's not time to buy, new summer running shorts that your balls hang out of. I mean, so now like people, they want you to get in and get out, so, but I guess I do understand watching.
What if you had one TV and your TV took a shit on you? Like, what are you going to do now? Like, you got to have a TV, man.
I guess I get that. But most people, if you're going there to buy a TV, you go get it, oh, should I get this one? Okay, let me get this one and you're out.
Right.
You're not in there, well, did this one look good on my wall? No, maybe this one will look better on this wall, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how are you doing, rookie? I mean, were you getting any more work, man? Or are you still?
No, I'm laid off right now.
Oh, Jesus.
Even Chris had to lay off all his guys too. So Southern California, well, if you do commercial, all the businesses are closed. So you can't have service calls if they're closed.
Yeah.
Well, so they're closed. They're not doing like carry out only.
Well, restaurants are, but I don't do restaurants. I do like government buildings and such.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
And they're all shut down now. So.
Well, man, you got to go to them residential companies down there that are fucking killing it, man. Fucking.
Yeah, I did a little bit of side work when this first started, but now people are real hesitant about letting people in their houses. So.
Yeah.
But I guarantee right now it's snowing where I'm at, and when he just stops working, they'll be calling.
Dude, you live in the shitty part of fucking California if it's snowing right now. Everywhere else I see palm trees and sun, and I talk to you and you're like, it's snowing. I'm like, well.
Yeah, right now it's snowing outside my door.
Well, that's a crock of shit, man. But you got to like move 20 miles south. Well, how far are you from like LA? So didn't you say you flew into Canada, didn't you?
No.
Oh, no, not Canada. Not
I'm
Canada.
only an hour north of LA.
An hour north of LA, and it's that much of a difference in weather?
Yeah, what Grapevine is, I don't know if you guys probably have heard of the Grapevine. That's right where I live, but I live on a mountain, so we get snow quite a bit up here.
Nice. See you, Zach. I'll talk to you Thursday, buddy.
But anyway, thanks for the show, guys.
Yeah,
keep this going. Keep up our schedules so we don't all go crazy.
Yeah, I know, man. And I'm still gonna pop out some random stuff like I do. I'll let you know when I do, man.
Yeah, you got it.
Thanks, Ricky.
You guys take
care,
it easy,
man.
okay?
You too, buddy.
Later.
Thanks, brother.
Stay safe.
All right, let's turn that off so nobody else calls in. Let's turn this off so nobody else calls in. We are no longer taking your phone calls. I think I hit the wrong but I don't know. All right, man, we're going to let this go. We're going to go, not let this go. Thank you guys, man. As always, man, you know, we appreciate the hell out of you guys coming in here and chit chatting with us, supporting us. We're going to start doing this more, opening up the phone lines, letting you guys call in. That's fine, Adam. I'll do one, man. So, I mean, we can do it on my channel, one of your guys' channels, whatever you want to do. I'm down for a hangout. Yeah, don't forget to check out the podcast. Comes out every Monday. I'll let you guys know when that article in ACHR magazine comes out about us. Please go buy a copy of that. Oh yeah, guys, don't forget, if you guys are going to go buy any tools now at True Tech Tools, we in the process of working some things out. We're not totally finished, but we do have a discount code, so you can use Uncensored now, which gets you 8% off. So I know a lot of people have a code, but ours is new. So if you buy anything from True Tech, use the Uncensored discount code, please. Let them know. I know we've sent a lot of people their way, but we've had them using other codes. So if you could use ours now, I'd appreciate it. Uncensored. I know they said that it doesn't matter if it's lowercase, uppercase, nothing like that. So, but yeah, let's all right, I guess I'll let you say something before I close it.
Yeah, well, I don't got much to say other than thanks for hanging out with us. It was fun.
Yeah,
these are fun, man. These really are fun, and it's cool to have people call in. So
yeah, I figure I've got all this expensive stuff and these features for people to call in. I want to use it. I want them to be able to call in and talk to us. So next week, you guys actually call in. Damn it! It's only always the same people that call in. So, thanks, Dave. Appreciate you. So, thanks, HVAC Grandpa. So we appreciate you guys, man. Have a good night. Stay safe. And we'll talk with you mofos next week. All right. Peace.
Later, guys. Have a great night. Stay safe.
Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, yeah. I'm so handsome. All in comments with my Benzo, I'm so fancy. Yeah. No romancing. Got my baby and she right, she make you vanish. No time to play, got book dates. Had a plan, only had to wait. Always knew I'd make a way. Send a bill, they send a pay. Keep it real, keep the record straight. Keep it real, no time to fake. All authentic in my own lane. I am me till I'm in the grave. Trendsetter, I got style for you. They see you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I